Hello. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello,
Hey.
everybody. I know it's been like literally 500 years since we've been on the internet, but hey, we're back. We're here. Vacation's over. We're back.
Yes, and we're with our buddy of all time, Tony, Mr. Bottled Water.
I never have known his first name.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
Tony.
Yeah,
I thought it was
just
Bottle.
Can I just say that
The hillbilly shit, I like it.
yeah, I thought his name was Bottle W.
Patel.
B-dubs.
Wow. B-dubs, yeah.
So if anyone doesn't know that Bree and Jamie and I finally met up in person last week, right? Last weekend?
Yeah, last
It was
weekend.
just last week. It's not even a week ago
Or
yet.
like,
'Cause we
yeah. And
last week.
I gotta say, when I get back from Vegas, I usually like detox for a while. I like have no desire to drink or do anything. And I started thinking like, oh, I feel great. Like this is what normal people must feel like that don't drink every single day, all day for 4 days straight. So anyway, the point is I was like, I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna take it easy from now on. So I just got to say that tonight was the exception, and this is my first drink since Vegas.
All right, well, cheers
I
to
wish
that,
I could say
everybody.
the same. I definitely had a glass of wine when I got home, and then I drank over the weekend. Maybe that's just the life I live.
It is.
Let's say I'm going to make up for lost time tonight.
There you go.
With a bottle of gas
There
station
you
wine.
go. I'm gonna say, you know what? We did not only meet Bobby, but we met a lot of Bobby's friends, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Bobby's friends go hard. Bobby's friends
you
go
guys are
hard. Like, we thought we went hard the weekend before at the SOR stuff, but like your friends, Bobby, like the little nerd gang. Yeah, you guys go hard. You guys go pretty hard.
I felt like I was like relatively sober for Vegas.
No, I know when you're drunk, Bobby, because you start jumping over things.
That's true.
You get you like run around in circles. You start doing parkour, and you were like that every time we left you. Like when you were supposed to go meet up with your wife for dinner.
You're like a little Mario, like. Like I'm like, oh, he's on a power up right now. He's going somewhere.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and then I'm just exhausted by like 9 o'clock. But yeah, what were those like? What are those little like parking meter things called? I was hopping all around those.
But yeah, there was parking meters. Yeah, you were like hopping all over them. The little.
I just get like a burst of energy, and when you're in a place where like there's no judgment and like everyone's there to party, like I just kind of go nuts.
You go vibe with it.
Yeah,
it's definitely the chillest Vegas
yelling.
I've ever had. I didn't get in any trouble.
Yeah,
that's exactly, Mike, what I said. They're not strange men. They're Bobby's friends. He was watching one of our lives, and we were like, hang out, and he was like, who are all these strange men? And I was like, they're not strangers. I promise.
Yeah, I got friends. What?
Hey, Bobby, you have more friends than I do. So
you guys are my only friends. I happen to meet those fellas. I only have friends on the internet.
Exactly.
Our drinking word of the day is lake. I just want to get that out of the way now since we're on drinking. So, Tony, you're drinking a Jack and Coke?
Yeah, it's one of these like things.
Oh, I've heard about those. Are they good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm
it's
gonna
a
have
cola.
to get some.
Yeah, it's a cola. They can't
General Cola.
say Coke.
Yeah, they can't say Coke. What a shame. What a waste.
Cola.
When you get trail mix and you can tell it's not real M&Ms in there, that shit drives.
Yes, like the off-brand ones because they taste weird. Yeah,
I hate it. I love it.
I agree.
It's like a chalky chocolate.
Yeah, it's like it's been in there for like 4 decades.
Exactly.
Factor.
It's all the rejected M&Ms over the past 30 or 40 years.
The deformed ones.
There's nothing worse than a generic
ones
M&M.
that they couldn't sell at dollar store.
Or it like drops off of the little moving thing. It
like
drops on the floor and they're like, it's
why
fine.
is this a ciclet?
Don't you fucking hate cichlids? I love cichlids growing up.
I do too. Cichlids? Is that what they're called?
You open the top of it and then you do right in your fucking mouth.
Yeah,
they're the best.
Just down
Sounds like
right down the throat.
Right in your throat. All right. Speaking of throats and going down it, why don't we get to what we're talking
What kind of segment was that? Speaking of throats.
Speaking of long phallic creatures.
Yeah, I was just trying to.
Oh my gosh.
I took it and I went with it. You shouldn't have called it out. If I do it with enough confidence, no one was going to have any questions.
True.
Yeah, I think you got too much faith in us, Jamie.
I do.
Not to call out your dick jokes.
No,
was
it's
it a dick joke, right?
Or was it just a throat joke? It was a dick and throat joke. It was a little of all of it, you know.
That's a good combination.
Dope.
Hey.
Yes, so
this is a
today's
show about
episode is on
Ogopogo.
Ogopogo.
What a weird name.
Ogopogo is it's a name, and I read conflicting things here that some people don't know where the name came from, and then other people are like, no, it's like literally a folk song that just kind of caught on as the name. It's like an old, and that's one of these things too. It's like this is a very like hyper local folksy cryptid. Like it checks all the boxes. Like it's named after literally a folk song, and you know the local area has really embraced it, and we'll get into the whole kind of like tourist publicity thing with it eventually. It just has all those elements, and then you also have, you know, as we normally do, echoes of, you know, First Nations people's lore with this thing. However, it's like it's not a real thing. It's a spirit of the lake and all that stuff. So it's like the quintessential cryptid, like especially for a lake monster.
It's very typical. Ooh, drink.
Oh no, shit!
Yeah. Did we already say the word?
Yeah.
Son of a biscuit, man! I tell you, it happens so fast.
Now the Ogopogo. All right, you ready? Can we go now?
Yes.
The Ogopogo, also known to the natives as the Natik, I believe is how you pronounce it, or the Lake Dean. Yes, Bree.
Ogopogo.
I heard a frustrated exhale, so that means you wanted to say something.
Was it the word for Ogopogo?
What?
What did you just say? The pronunciation of it?
Natik, which is the Native American name for like the lake demon of Okanagan. I was
that's a drink, by the way.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah. Now this is one of our first cryptids, lake monsters.
That's the fun of it.
It's reported to live in the Lake of Okanagan in British Columbia, Canada. British Columbia is one of my favorite cryptid spots. It's one of those places that when I first started getting into cryptids, British Columbia comes to mind, because it's just when you first start reading about things like Bigfoot, it's always like,
that's interesting. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget too, like there's a big, huge forest in that area. It's big, like wooded areas, and that's a big reason why we have so many cryptid sightings inside of there, because you're out in the middle of nowhere in the fucking forest.
There's a big forest in Canada.
That's what happens. In Canada,
no way.
General, exactly. Yeah.
I thought it was high desert up there.
No.
Yeah.
Snow.
I'm gonna go back.
British Columbia has got home of two of the most famous cryptids. One of them is Bigfoot. The other is the lake monster Ogopogo.
Oh God! Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta refill my glass.
It's surprisingly close.
We're really milking for time right now.
I was like, Jesus, I know. At this point, we just keep saying the word over and over again for the next hour.
Now, Lake Okanagan is one of the oldest and deepest glacial lakes in Canada. And Bree, I think you have some thoughts on exactly how that might play into this.
I do. Anything with, because I know there's kind of like a cave system that's under there. And I just feel like anything that's really deep, we have really no idea.
Drink for some reason.
Deep is like a forever word. I feel like you have to drink more.
What? You guys are out of control. See what happens when we're not on here for a while? We're just like, it's a mess.
It's a free for all.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the same thing with the ocean. I mean, there's only so far we can go. No one knows what the hell's down there. I think it's the same thing with lakes. No one knows what the hell's down there. And if there's a cave system, where do those caves connect to? And apparently this lake actually does have a stream that connects to the Pacific Ocean. So, I mean, the possibilities are out there.
Well, it's interesting that you say that too, because most water monsters all throughout the world, a big thing that they say, Oh, there you go. You said it. Okay, I was trying to avoid it.
You're not gonna slip that past me.
A lot of people say that how they get in and out of these lakes is because of these underground tunnels that lead back out to oceans and things like that. That's why you're not finding things like their dens or maybe necessarily their food sources and stuff like that, because all of these lakes at the end of the day all go back out to the ocean from these underground tunnels.
And what's interesting about lakes is like, a lake, well, just don't drink. Let me finish my thought here.
Okay.
A lake monster, on its surface, it seems like, especially like the typical like physical descriptions of them, it seems kind of fucking crazy. Like it's like really like I can almost give the benefit of the doubt to like some sort of like hairy relic hominid running around the woods, but like basically a dinosaur. Like get the fuck out of here. But then when you start getting into this stuff, it's like the environment they live in is almost more conducive and almost lends more credit to the possibility that these things do exist, because like you were saying, it's almost like the ocean. The ocean's not really it's barely explored, and you have a really deep glacial lake that's connected to the ocean. It's like, the sky's the limit, or the depths of the ocean is the limit, as you would say.
Absolutely.
And not only that, it's like a very high wilderness area with not a lot of people yet. For this is the most documented and most highest sightings and most photos, more than any other lake creature cryptid in the world.
Crazy to think of. And I put this little picture in here because the town is very much
they've embraced it.
Yes, they've definitely embraced it. So this is actually in the town, their own little,
it's on one of the playgrounds that they have.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was a real Ogopogo.
No, it is a real Ogopogo, but it's at one of their playgrounds. Like this is built into the culture of that area super deeply.
But isn't that like how all of these are? Like all these lake monsters are always in these towns where that is like their culture revolves around it, and like their whole identity revolves around it.
Yep,
and like
absolutely.
They have these cartoonish little monsters that are all throughout the town, kind of like how
it's like with Mothman, the same thing.
The big Mothman statue.
Yeah, it's and that's it. For whatever I just feel like I don't know, like as far as commercializing something to draw in tourism, like lake monsters are kind of a perfect thing, because one, you have a lake to draw visitors.
Hell yeah. I want to go there.
It seems less threatening than, say, like some sort of Dogman or supernatural Mothman. It seems more fun than it is scary, I think.
Yeah.
To attract visitors, and the whole draw is the lake itself, and go out on the lake, you might see one of these fuckers, like that kind of thing, rather than like, hey, don't hang your food up in the trees so bears and Bigfoots don't get them. That's a little more unsettling, I think.
But the funniest thing about it is these are actually some of the most terrifying cryptids that there are. Like imagine you're swimming in a freshwater lake, and you're doing that because there's no sharks. There's nothing that can literally come up and bite your ass.
Right.
And then there's this 60-foot finned worm with a horse head swimming around that eats other fish. Yeah.
So
that's a great point.
Let me ask you guys this: Are you guys uneasy in like murky waters? Like if you can't see your feet or you can't see the bottom of it, does that kind of like skeeve you out?
Sometimes I'd rather not see personally. But oh man, it's a scary feeling. I'm sure everyone has that feeling. It's like,
Are you guys too young to remember aqua socks?
No, I used to wear them all the time because you wouldn't want to get the little things in the bottom of your feet, and then they would rip open when you were at the pool.
I still have some with toes. They're like,
I feel like I have
toes in
some.
I'm wearing them right now.
I have some from when I went to, I made sure to get them to go to Bass Lake. And then I also brought them with me when I went whitewater rafting last summer. And they're amazing. I love them.
I was like, I don't know if Lee remembers this, but we had raging waters growing up in California, and we would go there all the time. And like, it's kind of gross because it's a giant wet area full of children. So you would wear those little socks or shoes into the water shoes, so that you wouldn't, walk around in other people's weird shit.
My water shoes are dope. I could climb a mountain in them.
I gotta kind of mentally prepare when I jump in wild water, like I'm just like,
for anything to touch you, anything.
Get one with nature and just accept if you step on something slimy or something.
Oh no, I can't.
Nope, I don't go in the ocean.
I can't swim anywhere where there's like tall seaweed.
I thought you were gonna say I can't swim. I was gonna be like, Tony.
Damn.
No, I can't swim. When there's tall seaweed, like the long, like stringy shit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's gonna come alive, wrap around your leg, pull you down. Those things.
And that kind of lends to the mystery of the water, right? Like in a little microcosm, because it's like even when you're, getting one with nature and water attracts people to that area for whatever reason, it's just still like if you can't see your feet and you're walking around in like tall seaweed or lake weed, I guess, and it's all slimy, it's still kind of like ugh. And I grew up in Texas, so like the beaches here, especially around like Galveston and Corpus Christi, are just like complete and utter shit. I mean, it's nice to look at. I don't really get in the water as much as I did when I was a kid, but you're always like, you could step on anything. Like anything could be out there. You can't see anything, and it's
the ocean's worse.
Yeah, the ocean's way worse.
It's so
well, that's the thing too. Like you were saying, Tony, it's like the ocean's one thing. You know about sharks. You know about crabs and jellyfish and all those things that can make an uncomfortable afternoon. A lake seems pretty benign in theory. Meanwhile, you got old horse-headed Ogopogo running around up here in the lake of Okanagan.
It should have been 60 feet, just so everybody knows.
30 to 40 feet.
It should be 30 to 60.
Yeah, there's no way that thing doesn't eat babies. Like if you're like a small kid swimming in the lake, this thing comes up behind you like an alligator and just.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it's like a little surface
maybe it
snack.
eats algae.
No, surface snack.
No, that's not a lot of protein for that.
It have a head like that if it eats algae.
Exactly, head of a snake. It's made to like. Arr.
Have you ever seen an alligator gar?
Yes.
Those are horrifying prehistoric fucking dinosaurs that live in lakes, by the way. And
alligator gar.
When I learned about them when I was a kid, and I did not like going to the lake after
I love alligators.
Knew that those were accepted that those were real. Okay, so a lot of people say that this thing's reminiscent of a Blasiosaurus, which is more or less what you're looking at right there, or like a plesiosaur, which would be like something like Loch Ness.
But is this like a cross between like a platypus, a dolphin, and a snake? Like what the?
Yeah, people report like looking like a seal or an alligator head. I mean, a horse's head. It's all over the place.
Yeah,
it's like a mixture of all kinds of animals.
That's what I found interesting too. Is like they always claim that the sightings of these things are pretty damn consistent. However, there's like a whole.
I was like, I feel like every picture we've seen has been drastically different of what this thing is.
Right.
Because there's been so many different reports.
Several types of sea serpents in the Lake of Okanagan. Okanagan.
So the bottom one on the right definitely looks like waves.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's a good thing to bring up, because I know a lot of the sightings, people are saying it almost looks like if it was a log that then just came to life. Or just waves, like a log sitting in the waves, and then people are like, "What is that?"
The one on the left looks like a boat that's sunk in the water.
The bottom left?
Yeah, the bottom left.
It kind of looks like a bull shark eating a crane.
Yeah, I see like a dolphin head, maybe a tail.
This there's a shark fin there, and this is just a long neck bird that's fucked.
The bottom right just looks like an island appearing.
The top one, I will say, does indeed look like a lake monster to me.
Yeah, so I guess the takeaway here is like misidentification would be ample in these.
Rampant, yeah.
And that's why we have, we talk about how once we have this lore established in a local area, people often will jump to the excitement of having seen the local lore.
Yeah.
And and that might have something to do with the fact that this woman Arlene Gal she's like kind of the local guru on this. Older lady, been documenting this for the last 40 years and claims that documents over 300 sightings at 3 to 5 sightings per year. So again, the highest sightings and documentation of any other lake cryptid in the world. We haven't even talked about the description. We've shown pictures, which I guess is pretty good, but we're talking about a 40 to 50 foot long sea serpent, multi-humped and serpentine with smooth dark green or black skin, and either described as the head of a horse, a snake, or a sheep. And I don't think that they're literally talking about like a
sheep's head,
like a lamb.
Yeah.
Just kind of a snout, There you go.
Look at that bad boy.
Look at that. Look at that. Sheep.
I like that one. That one looks the best out of all of them I've seen so far.
I don't
think that's a real photo.
He looks sassy.
I know, but I'm just saying, if out of all of them, if I was to think what this lake monster fucking looks like, this is the one that's the most convincing to me.
Oh yeah, that thing.
When you think monster, that's definitely small dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh man, this makes me want to visit so bad and rent a boat. Go boating the whole time we're there, see what happens,
Yeah.
Anyone?
Totally. I'd like to go to British Columbia. I would be in the woods looking for Bigfoot, but you guys have fun looking for your mythical serpent monster.
Should we play our
I'll just fish.
Should we play our first serpent video for you guys? It's only like a 9-second long one. Should we play? We'll play the first one.
Well, yeah, might as well.
Might as well. It just reminded me of that picture because it was like that same kind of pattern.
So yeah, this is
what the
this is the Jim LaRock footage, and that's Can you roll that again, please?
Yeah, of course.
That was actually pretty recent. That was summer of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
This is allegedly the best footage of the Ogopogo to date. And that's what's interesting too, is like, as much as we want to kind of poo-poo this, it is very consistent. That's pretty compelling, I would say.
It was like each hump is exactly the same distance from each other. It doesn't look, you know what I mean? Like it's very uniform.
Now the guy.
Okay, but what?
Yeah.
Breathe, talk.
No. Bottle, you go. I know I'm having issues with it. I'm
You're
so
uncomfortable.
Can we get StreamYard to give us a raise your hand feature, please?
No, seriously.
StreamYard.
So there's a problem with like serpentine lake monsters and swimming with humps. Is snakes swim, like fish. They move back and forth like this. They don't undulate like this. So if it's snake-like, it has this really long, slender body. For it to function in any normal way, it would have to swim side to side. It could not swim up.
Swim like that? Yeah, exactly.
God damn, you so smart. I didn't think about that.
That's like how a dolphin would swim. Yeah. Oh, it would be like a snake.
Mm-hmm.
Can we roll that footage again?
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah.
Like, then what in the hell?
It also doesn't look like it's going in that motion like a dolphin was. It looks like it's like something that has 4 like fins on top of it, let's just say. And the fins are barely dragging on the top of the water. So that's why it's looking like it's gliding like that. Like if it was an alligator, let's say, and those are like the bumps on an alligator.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Or like one of the big explanations of skeptics is like there's big ass sturgeon in this lake.
Yes, what everyone says.
I was just I don't know. I'm not what's someone that studies fish called?
Sturgeontologist.
Specifically fish. Anyway,
Little Mermaid.
Would sturgeon I'm assuming sturgeon don't ride in single file to hide their numbers.
No.
Vis-a-vis sand people.
Yeah, they would. It'd be like a school of fish. It'd be like a big fucking tornado of them.
Yeah, which is horrifying.
And they're just not that.
Well, I don't think they school. Do they? I mean, I guess they could. They're fucking
Probably
huge,
not.
though.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure sturgeon's cool, but I could be wrong. I'm not a fish scientist by any means. I am an astrophysicist. So.
We're not an anything scientist. Put that disclaimer out right there.
I am a pseudo astrophysicist. Go ahead.
The word is independent astrophysicist.
Oh,
if you had
armchair.
Independent in front of anything,
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah,
self-proclaimed.
I'm an undocumented astrophysicist.
But that footage, that was the Jim LaRock footage. That kid on the boat is actually, or on the little paddleboard is actually his son. And I was just, how horrified. Like if you were a little kid just chilling on a paddle boat like that, and you see a wave.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you know about the lore of that area, it would probably be easy to conduct some type of hoax like that one was. It looked like it was relatively close to the shore.
Sure. And like I said,
there's
everything
people
was
on the
uniform.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it would be.
So I just looked up the type of sturgeon that live in the Okanagan Lake.
Yes.
And they have white sturgeon, which can grow up to 6 meters in length and weigh over 635 kilograms. And
what's a meter? I'm an American.
Yeah, what's a meter?
It's just over 3 feet.
Oh, well, that's baby potatoes compared to
6 meters.
Oh, shit. I mean, shit.
18, 20 feet.
There you go.
Oh, 18, 20 feet.
And they
You're like, that's so small. I've caught bigger fish in my pond.
I was like, fuck that.
So they are huge.
Fucking massive. Yeah.
So like, okay, so then since you say that, could the top left picture that is an alleged real picture of Ogopogo, could that be a sturgeon? Because that looks more like a body of a sturgeon to me.
That looks like a fucking wave to me.
I don't know what that looks like, a rock or
probably a log.
A
looks
log,
like a turtle.
Because sturgeon.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what I think it looks like.
Jamie, have you ever seen a turtle before?
A turtle? Like,
yeah, hold on. I have one tattooed on.
No, that's like a $5 footlong right there. That's not a turtle.
It's a $5 foot.
Oh my God.
Okay, Jamie, your whole vagina is showing.
Cool. You're a vagina.
That was my leg.
Right.
We just saw it.
No, it was my leg.
We just saw Ogopogo.
All right, Tony, you go now. Let me see that Ogopogo.
Let me.
I just have a tattoo right here.
Of the Ogopogo?
Yes.
Can we see it?
Or a turtle?
So this is a white sturgeon.
Oh yeah, that looks like that picture.
Lord have mercy. Okay, but that still looks small.
But those things get up to 3 meters long. 18 meters.
Yeah, that looks like
the
turtle log. Exactly.
So this one's not even a full-grown one.
No.
But it's still huge.
How did I get here?
Spooky no comes to Bobby's Cryptic Corner.
He's probably like,
that makes sense though.
Okay.
It really does. The looks of it. If it's big as hell, people are out there in the lake. But let's continue on and see.
Okay. All right.
Oh, she raises her hand.
Yes.
Question. What's up with this weird pink fucking feather fucking picture?
We're gonna get there. Don't worry about that.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
We're gonna get there.
Oh, are we going ahead?
Captain this? Did you want me to captain this episode, or
no, it's just that the picture was on the screen and we weren't talking about it, so I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, we'll
get
there. That is. Oh, God damn it! It's not a fucking feather. It's a goddamn Ogopogo. Okay, so the first recorded sighting by the article says by a Caucasian, so not by the First Nations person. So I don't know how much you want to trust this one, to be honest. 1873, Susan Allison, Mrs. Susan Allison, pioneer and author near her home Sunnyside Ranch, which is a location of today's Quailgate Winery in West Kelowna. Kelowna. I don't know how to say like Canadian
sounds close enough.
Towns. Very specific in her description, a snake-like creature which closely mirrored the often repeated local native legend about the Nahatik the sacred spirit of the waters, or the lake demon, as I mentioned earlier today. Let's get back to drinking on lake, please.
The thugs of the water. Thug of the water. I'm going to have to break soon and get myself something to drink.
Agree, hides.
Now, there was a mass sighting in 1926 on Mission Beach, supposedly witnessed by 30 cars of people who claim to have all seen the same thing. We don't have any footage of that because it's 1926.
Yeah.
So perhaps there's some cool radio play about it or something.
Maybe someone drew a picture.
See, what is this thing on the left?
That's definitely an Ogopogo unicorn mix.
Definitely
looks
a
like
log. A log.
Someone giving the middle
It's
finger.
supposed to be an Ogopogo.
That is a pogo stick that was thrown into the water because it broke.
Now, the one on the right looks like a sunken Viking ship.
Yeah,
they
it
had
does.
that dragon on the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't do
probably what it
on
was.
this show.
Yeah.
It's just like, here's some pictures. Fucking, what do you think?
We're testing the general public.
Here's some green ass water.
Yeah.
I know that water is
filtered,
murky as hell. I don't even know what.
That looks like Chicago during St. Patrick's Day.
Looks like Mountain Dew.
It does look like
Yes,
Mountain
it
Dew.
does. Oh my God, a lake. You guys know I'm a huge Mountain Dew weirdo.
Yeah, I thought you were joking when you said Mountain Dew. I was like, is that
specifically Diet Mountain Dew?
Oh, you're sick. You're
It's the
fucking
best
so
diet drink.
You're so Texas.
You're so Texas.
Yeah, it's not really Texas. That would be
I know, I'm
Dr.
kidding.
Pepper, but yeah.
Did you know Mountain
White
Dew
trash,
was originally created as a mixer for whiskey?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I think they created it too during the prohibitions to kind of scratch that booze itch, which it doesn't do, but it does wake you up real good in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just thought like rich nerds with bitcoins invented it because that's what they like to drink.
No, it's like meth head fucking crazy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like here's 47 grams of sugar in a 16-ounce can. Go fuck yourself somewhere else.
Go fuck your sister somewhere else.
Oh my God. All right.
What? Incest jokes? Are those off limits?
No, never. Always.
No, not when in some states
We're
you might have to keep your baby.
The closer the relatives, the better. What?
All right.
Well, it makes sense. We're talking about a lake monster in the middle of nowhere, so there's probably some backwoods people out there.
100%.
So the Ogopogo is the product of incest in the northwest corridor of Canada.
Of like alligators, like the alligators are incesting each other.
No.
These are all
humans.
So it's kind of like a reverse Wendigo, because Wendigos are from cannibals eating other people, and Ogopogo clearly from fucking people you're related to.
We're breaking new grounds on Bobby's
New ground, you guys.
This is a new theory that no one's ever come up with.
This should be able to carry across all cryptids, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially Bigfoot.
It's all incest.
All
cryptids are products of incest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Incest and LSD.
Oh, that's where that green thing is.
That's a party right there.
That's exactly where he's at.
It's called a Tennessee shindig. Incest and LSD.
So what happened in 1924?
1926. That was the 30 cars one. 1968, Art Folden filmed what he claimed to be footage of an alleged creature showing a large wake moving across the water. Computer analysis of the footage concluded that it was a solid three-dimensional object. I don't have that footage ready to go, but that happened too.
Is that one of the ones I have?
I have no idea.
You can find. I think you can find it. It's kind of a grainy. It looks like the same.
Of course, it is
quality as like the Patterson Gimlin film.
And it's just wavy.
Yeah, it's. I mean, again, like it's really hard to cherry pick the footage of this thing because there really is a lot of it. But again, it goes back to the pareidolia. Like, oh, that's an Ogopogo, but it's probably just something else. But who knows? This is a more scary
Ooh, we're gonna have to look up
account.
that.
A more scary account. Let me see if I can find the. They actually had an artist draw the.
Oh
yeah.
So basically,
in
2000, a marathon swimmer, Daryl Ellis, reported being accompanied for a short distance during his swim by two large creatures as he passed Rattlesnake Island, which is a location that has a lot of sightings. Described as being 6 to 9 meters long, and the second being a little bit smaller. Again, 6 to 9 meters falls more or less
in the
sturgeon zone. Sturgeon of the Gap theory.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
They followed him for quite a while, and then they disappeared. That marathon swimming stuff in general just really freaks me out because those people have to literally swim in cages as to not be eaten by sharks.
Could he have been hallucinating because
maybe
of the situation?
That's an interesting theory. When he swam
just
near
thought
the
I'd throw it
open,
out there.
no, I mean totally. I've been so exhausted before that I've seen.
And your body depends on it. Like your survival depends on it. If he runs out of stamina, he will drown. That's heavy.
Yep.
So I say to my boyfriend every day.
This got really fucking dark.
I tried to bring it back. Lake, everybody drink.
The creature was said to have an eye the size of a grapefruit, and it was within 9 meters to get a close look at him. So can I share my screen?
Oh yeah, please do.
I just want to show this.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
What?
She's right back.
I just have to. I just.
Fine, go. Just go.
Just a potty. Gotta peep a little. You want peep peep?
No, I don't. I just have to get another drink.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay. Stop yelling at me, please.
You're just always out here pointing everything out. Like, where's everyone going?
Yeah, I like to call shit out. Okay, hold on.
I know. Yeah. Tony did not get the memo that we were all wearing glasses today. I know. He didn't know.
So here's the painting. Like, think about if you were a marathon swim. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, but can you make that bigger?
Yeah, hold on.
That's what she said.
Hey, it's what I. No, I don't say that now.
All right, so it's getting closer to you. Where is it? We got to find it now.
Oh, there. Oh, okay. So that's what it looked like. Oh.
Yeah, so he hired someone fucking
a wicked fucking overbite.
Well, it's just like its eyes are sticking out of the water. It's like the top part of its head.
Yeah, this is just the top of the head. It doesn't.
Where did you get an overbite?
Oh, that looked like it's like little jaw, and I was like, it looked like.
No, that's the water.
Oh, okay, all right. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. This looks like a bird in the water.
How do you get bird out of that?
I don't know. It looks like a
it's
bird's
an incest
eye.
Bird.
It looks like a bird. It looks like a fucking drone. I don't know. It just looks like a bird to me. This is giving me bird. I don't know why.
Well, dinosaurs are birds.
So, yeah.
That's a whale's eye, Enzo's saying.
Bird is the word.
Hey, is Bree back? I can't see the screen right now.
Yeah, Bree, can you please look at this?
I'm looking. I'm just pouring some wine. Priorities. Just kidding.
So this is the. This is what the marathon swimmer saw. What does that look like? Does that look like a bird?
Bird. It looks like the top of a dinosaur.
Thank you.
It's definitely not a horse head or a sheep head or.
It's this thing. Oh, I can't. I'll show you when you guys get back.
All right, stop sharing.
Okay, I gotta show you now. It looks like that thing on the left.
That thing on the left looks not like anything that would.
It's a buoy.
It's literally a buoy. You can see the red stripe on the bottom of it, and it probably says like "warning 10 feet deep."
And look, you can see like where the algae built up at the bottom there.
Yeah,
the bottom. Yeah, that is.
And it's reflection, like most of it sticking out of the water.
Yeah, that is not a secret cryptid prehistoric water dinosaur.
Okay, and the left is an alligator.
Sure.
No, those are Canadian geese.
It's not the winter time. So that's pretty dope. So let's look at the Paul Dimera footage from 2002, which is pretty damn compelling, actually. Let me.
Is that what I have? Oh, you have. Okay.
No. Hold on a second. 2915 is the timestamp. No, this is something different. God damn.
Nahaha ku. See, there's two different pronunciations for that word.
For what word? Haiku?
Not it, like Bobby said, and then the nhahatku.
Oh God, why is this doing this to me? Hold on.
Tell me when you want me to share your screen.
Don't share yet. Are you not sharing yet?
I'm not sharing.
Oh God.
No one's seeing your dick pics.
Yeah, I don't have any of those. I don't have a camera
to look all close.
That big.
Right.
Hold on a second. God damn it. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let me cue it up. I probably should have done this before.
Yes, sir.
All right, ready?
Yeah, here, let me ask you.
Born
Go
ready.
ahead and share.
Right there.
Pause. So that thing, okay, and then pause it again when the boat sees it. The boat makes a turn because he's like, "What is that?" Skirt. See, he's turning right here to avoid said object, but in trying to avoid, dumps his friend in the damn water.
Oh.
That could be anything.
Yeah, I mean,
could be a say our chant. Could be one of them ducks.
Yeah.
Bottoms up.
The cobra
looking for
chickens.
some food.
Could be.
But hey, it was on Monster Quest.
Where'd Bobby go?
I don't know.
Bobby left.
Oh no! Did I? You know what? He went to. He clicked to probably exit out of his screen, but
closed the whole window.
I love that.
I think this is probably one of the best pictures.
Oh!
I will add him.
Okay, you got it. Hey, Strange Recon.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Did you accidentally kick yourself out, buddy?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm not a smart girl.
It's okay. You're pretty.
Okay.
So
yeah, that was the Paul Dimera footage from August 2002. I don't find it particularly. I mean, I wasn't there, but I don't find the footage itself very compelling. But that skier seemed pretty scared.
Is that a tongue coming out of its mouth?
That's what it looks like it's licking the water.
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 Bottled water.
I live in this.
Bottled water.
I like that Strange Recon. Whale penis. Could be.
I'm drinking my home.
Fishy.
Yeah.
Another. Okay, so this is where I want you to go back to that photograph, Bree, of the little purpley feather.
Feather.
Got you.
Purple feather.
Purple feather lake of monsters.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Everybody drink.
Yeah. It's a good question.
While we're waiting on that, let's do a quick shout out to the chat here. Strange Recon, Ramses, hides in long grass.
Enzo.
Dirty Mike. Good to see Dirty Mike here. Philip Blair.
Dad.
I think that's everyone.
That's everyone for now.
Oh,
Diesel Girl.
Here.
Hi, Amy.
Philip.
All right, Bobby, what is this fucking purple fucking feather?
Add a little bit of context to this piece of groundbreaking footage. Possibly the most conclusive evidence to date as far as photographs go, not so much that video we looked at of the kid on the paddleboard, but 2008, August 25th, Sean Valoria and his girlfriend are on the banks of the lake and noticed a disturbance in the water. And the girlfriend described 2 coils and a snake-like body. Just so happens that Sean Valoria is a photographer. He grabbed his what's it called, a camera, and
old
school. started snapping photos. And this is probably the most famous photo. What's most compelling about this to me is that boat is in there for scale. So if you look at the bottom center, that's the boat, and then like up in the center left is where it's zoomed in on of that weird purpley
Pink thing.
Yeah, which it's not consistent with the description. Bree, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. To go back to the buoy, could that just be like an object, a kite, a something tied to the buoy? Because what is that weird white stem thing? It looks like it has a base.
No, it would still be like 30 feet long. That's huge.
Okay, submarine.
Yeah, that's what's so crazy about this is that boat that boat is assumed to be about 16 feet long, which would make that
After
pink
Effects
feather 18 to 20 feet long. So could it be a sturgeon jumping very high in the water, or an Ogopogo,
or ancient aliens?
It's definitely a
ancient astronaut theorist.
You have to ask yourself: is this some kind of
exactly?
Yeah, I'm just like, what? How are we
astronaut?
I'm with Bottle. I say it's that damn surgeon.
Yeah,
I also said it was on fire.
I'm with you on that. It's on fire.
Oh,
okay, yeah, why not?
Clearly,
it's jumping out of the water because it's on fire.
Yes, it's so big that the fire can't go out.
Guys, it's a fucking lake dinosaur. Okay,
Great.
It's in the skeptic corner. Just accept it. It's a fucking dinosaur that was in the water. Canada.
Clearly.
I'm tired of all this. Like,
clearly.
Yes. It's like
I'm tired of all this science that we do all the time.
I'm so sick of the science, damn it.
So when they talk about like the underwater caves that go out to the ocean, that pretty much makes this like a 40 to 60 foot long snake salmon that comes back to the lake after, it unfreezes because they get snow up in Canada.
Right.
And it freezes. So it comes back every year to dick around. And
it's a hybrid.
Yeah, maybe it's an incest salmon lizard dinosaur.
I was like, okay, so realistically, salmons come back to the same place to mate every time of year, so that makes sense, right? If they're coming back to the lake during a certain time of the year, whether it be for mating or for eating. But I also believe that shit that it's frozen and then defrost, because I saw a TikTok the other day where this family goes out and buries their turtle, and then they dig it up after like 6 months in the wintertime, and it's like a real thing that people really should do this to their turtles, that the turtles just hibernate for 6 months, and I had no fucking idea.
Who buries their family turtle?
No, you're supposed to.
Please don't do that.
You're not.
Yeah, no, really, you're really supposed to.
Okay,
not like box turtles, but there's like certain turtles that you're supposed to bury in the ground.
Crazy.
It's like a family thing. It's like turtle dig up day.
Okay, hold on. We need to address something.
Okay.
Burying pets alive.
Yeah, don't. Please don't go out there and do that. We do not.
Please don't bury your pets.
You killed my turtle.
Especially turtles.
We need to really discuss something, actually. So there might be baby like streams or crevices or whatever that connect to the Pacific Ocean, but there is not a substantial canal to the Pacific Ocean. So
not
this
one
area
that you're mapped out,
this area in particular, one of the arguments is that they assume this thing was a male and that there would need to be more to like keep procreating, unless it was, what do you call that, asexual? When you
or when you can mate with
when
yourself,
you can self-procreate,
like seahorses.
Return of the freaking frogs, guys.
However, there was salmon in this area, but the salmon
they really are
basically genetically like modified themselves in order to repopulate in that area. So the salmon that are in there are not leaving every year and coming back.
What the fuck
are they like hermaphrodites?
It's like a whole ass thing.
Yeah, so what she's saying is that the salmon in this area basically have adapted to not needing to leave to reproduce. They have genetically changed themselves over time to make it so that they can fertilize their own eggs and don't need to go anywhere. So what she's saying is there's a possibility that there's she's saying that there's this area
back to the incest.
Exactly. And also this area is not really well mapped out. And one of the reasons of saying that there are not a lot of channels and stuff is because if there was, then these salmon would have easily gotten in and out of the area and not needed to change their own biology in order to survive.
Ding dong.
Yeah.
I didn't get high before this episode.
So
that wasn't that hard. That was super easy, Bobby.
It.
That was science.
Science. We science the
I
shit
gotta
out
wrinkle
of
my.
Yeah.
I love that we are such scientific,
so smart
adventurers.
We're so smart.
I want to show another piece of footage now.
Oh, okay.
This is the David Halibur footage.
Okay, beautiful.
When are we getting to the natives?
Probably next.
That's your thing.
Oh.
That's your thing, Bree. Hold on.
The natives.
The natives.
Let's go over this and then we will.
Oh, yeah,
we should have talked about this before, probably.
We don't do that here.
All right, let me know when I'm shared.
You
are shared.
Looks like a receipt with no
CVS?
purchases. CVS, just go on forever.
CVS, yeah.
I've got to go on a tangent for a second here.
Okay.
Oh, I love this. Global news.
Oh my god, it's so compelling.
Global news. What are we looking at?
This just looks like water, Bobby.
I don't see anything.
Nothing, right? Okay.
Look,
just play the damn video.
Okay.
You might.
He is. He's playing.
There we go. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Steady, you're stupid.
It's all right. I like the freeze frame. We can look for discrepancies in the footage. There's a dot.
So that was there.
Oh, I see it. Fucking hate.
Oh my god, look at this. Oh my god, look at that right here. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the dot.
There it is.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, right there it is, right there.
Like, can we put out a public service announcement for people? If you're at a weird lake where there's shit like this,
oh yeah, drink.
And you get really excited and you see something, can you hold your fucking camera still and not, look like you're in need of another bump?
Yeah, for sure.
Listen,
in addition
UFO
to
footage
that,
is the same thing.
Go horizontal, not this pan and scan bullshit.
Yeah, no, go this
hold
way.
Your phone up
Sideways.
vertically.
Unless it's a TikTok.
That is not how you
shoot
footage of things.
I would think TikTok first.
There you go. No, yeah.
I would like to say I wouldn't be one of those people, but like even now when I try to like when I'm painting or I'm drawing, I'm fucking shaky. I'm like, so I don't think I could even.
Yeah.
You're just maybe old.
That's
early onset Alzheimer's.
Early onset Alzheimer's.
No, Parkinson's.
Parkinson's. There you go.
So the person who filmed that was literally doing this.
Yeah, they were just like,
true.
Probably because they were trying to zoom in too to be like, oh, where is it? Oh, and then I think a lot of times
jumped in the water.
A lot of times too, what happens is they're looking at it with their eyeballs and not through the camera, like of their phone. You know what I mean? So it's like they're looking at it with their eyes, but they're not actually getting it on camera. Exactly. What is it?
I see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a built-in tripod.
All right, I got one more. Hold on.
All right, I would say, just Bree, you want to give us the natives?
I got one more.
Okay, one more.
Wait, I got one more video. I want you guys your take on.
Perfect. Give it to us, Bibby.
Bree
has two after the native. Well, at least I know I'm free.
Am I shared?
And I won't.
Bree, am I shared?
C.
Yes.
Now you are.
All right, play it. Yeah.
This is the one, Bree, that I was going to have you play.
Okay, good. So I won't.
You don't have to play this one. Although you might want to play it because you have a better computer than all of us and it won't be so shaky.
It's quite long.
It's like 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
It is weird that it goes left to right and it's like.
Can we just? Is it actually playing or are you trying to pause?
No, it's playing, Bree. That's why I said, why don't you just play this video from your computer? Because I sent it to you.
And I gladly
I'll just go fuck myself.
It's not you. It's Bobby. I can't play stuff from my computer either. My computer's just like not good enough. And Breeze is the only one of us that has a decent memory card or whatever it is. All right, there we go.
Shout out to Dirty Mike, Phil Blair, Walter Corbin.
Oh, should I take off the volume? That's
no.
That
volumes
no
for chumps.
You don't need it.
Yeah, it looks way different when I share it. Crazy.
Exactly.
It looks cold there.
It's literally the same.
So they're like sitting.
Video from
I think they're just. Yeah, they're just like
but
sitting. It's not as choppy, Bobby. Yours, as it was playing, was like super choppy.
I mean, if there's boats out in the lake,
doesn't look like anything to me.
If there are boats crashing around in the lake, then it's going to create some sort of ripple wave effect, no matter what. And they're saying that's not a wave. So what is it?
So my problem with this is how massive this wake is. Like that is massive. If you go back towards the beginning of the video, if you just back up just a little, that's a sailboat. That is not a small sailboat. And this thing is literally going from left to right of screen.
But how?
Because it's a wake from a boat that's already passed by and is no longer.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Film. And those waves, depending on the size of the boat and how calm, the lake looks really calm right now. So those can just travel on and on and on.
Forever, uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree with you on that one.
That's what you're supposed to do when you go
boating.
So
that's a wake? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And then you turn the other way so you hit the wave.
How'd that go?
Fun.
Yeah, how'd that go?
You need that was very.
All right, Bree,
exactly. You create the wave, then you enter the wave.
Why don't
go
you
in the
play
opposite direction?
Why don't you play us that last video I sent you, Bree, since we're on the video doing, and then we'll do the native, and then we'll get to our factor Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi. Sci-fi. I call it Wi-Fi Wi-Fi.
Oh, Wi-Fi.
All right. Let's see this one now. This one I thought was the better out of all the ones that we have
so far, because the camera is pretty decent, the way that it's zoomed in and it's pretty clear.
That looks like remember Creepshow 2? The oil slick.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about when they were out in the lake and they were on the wooden platform.
So drag you down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How? Yes, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna say Solomon.
I was like, I'm gonna say this looks like
jumping salmon.
Some little fishies, poking their little
jumping
heads.
I don't see anything.
And then you see
here.
Right here, yeah. That looks like jumping little fish to me.
Yeah, it looks like.
What are you guys looking at?
Right in the middle of the screen.
So you see
right there,
splashing around.
Like those two. Yeah, there's two spots where it's splashing around.
Oh, that thing.
There you go. Bam.
So
the flying fish.
Oh, that thing right here.
Yeah, that's like bigger fish eating smaller fish.
Smaller fish. Yeah. I was gonna say I only really picked it because again, it was the best video of like finally this is if you're gonna make video of a fucking lake monster drink, please make it look like this, guys. This is what it should fucking look like. Sideways, great quality. You're following it.
Please make it look
shaky.
Oh yeah. Compose the shot, but take a better video.
Even if it's just fish. That's fish. Yeah, that's just fish.
Yeah.
It's fishy as fuck.
Yeah, these are fish. Yeah.
It's like a school of largemouth bass chasing.
Oh, there was something jumped up right there.
Yeah,
Bree, I was very curious about your thoughts on the natives.
Yeah, just give us the natives.
There weren't any thoughts. I was just going to say that the
what's that?
Oh, what's that? Oh,
it's a scuba diver.
It is.
Oh, we're like, holy shit.
That explains the buoys.
Oh, that's definitely
those are dive buoys.
No one watched the video all the way.
Evidence of Loch Ness.
No one watched the fucking video.
He's got trolled by a
Can we do Loch Ness now? Because this sucks.
Yeah, we'll do Loch Ness next. All right, since we're here, Bree, you got anything for the natives?
I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a strict one lake monster
month?
episode per year.
Okay.
A year.
Right.
I wanted to do Tahoe Tassie. So
Is
the
that a
natives.
swimming horse?
It definitely is the swimming horse. The natives there, they're I don't like to use the word lore, obviously. Their beliefs, their stories, I guess, that were passed down was that this
their oral traditions.
Their oral it wasn't really a tradition.
No, but that's
Somebody's
yes.
I guess it does I guess it did become a tradition. So the story was that this protector of the lake required some type of sacrifice, like a soul or something, in order to cross the river. So they used to throw an animal into the water or anything. I mean, of course, an animal, probably not their babies and shit. They used to sacrifice something in order to go across or in this lake. And then some of the earlier stories of the first settlers that came didn't honor that. And so there's stories of some guy, Douglas, I forgot his name. But anyway, they didn't take that seriously, and he tried to cross with his horse, and then this sea creature grabbed his horse and drug it down below the waters.
Wow.
And then it got and then it got a horse's head, and that's where the horse head comes from.
That's possible. That's definitely possible. But that was a thing for a long time. Obviously, I don't think it's still that way because everyone's just hanging out in the lake and they're alive. People are scuba diving. But that was the story of the lake for a very long time.
I mean,
lake.
Yeah. Lake.
I wonder how many bodies would be down there then.
I'm sure there's plenty of
time
bodies.
to factor sci-fi the Ogopogo.
Yeah. It is indeed time. It is that time of the month. There? Oh, sorry, Bree. I love that. What's the verdict? Oh, that one was sweet. That one was nice.
It is nice. I mean, he hasn't killed anybody, just that horse or whatever.
Yeah. It looks like a. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. I was going to say it looks like a Catholic priest standing next to a choir boy.
Oh, it does.
Just ready to eat him up.
Let me say, it's got like eyes, like
hey there, buddy.
You look tasty.
The power of Christ compels you.
All right, guys, let's do our factor fucking sci-fi. Oh my god, I love this. No.
You know what's so funny? Before we did this episode, out of all the things that I've watched, all the videos, like doc things that I watched, I was actually leaning more towards a possibility. And then we do this episode, and everything that we've presented here
is trash.
Damn, is trash. And I wonder if that is truly the story or if it's just you guys.
No.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. I'm going to say a little bit of both.
Bree, what do you got? That's a great segue. You go first.
Yeah, you go first. Yeah, we talked about that a few times.
I'm going to say exactly.
Yeah, where were you? Unidentified celebrity review. We already talked about that.
I'm going to say, I think that is the largest explanation, since they are very large in the area, and they are somewhat similar to some of the descriptions of what people say that the Ogopogo looks like. And all the videos that we saw are not convincing. If anything, it would definitely be a surgeon. They have the same little, not extreme little spiky things on their body, but they still have them. And I think if a surgeon were to get close enough, or if you were able to see in the water, you would automatically jump to it being the Ogopogo. But in reality, I just don't see that as an option.
I just love all the build-up and the word Ogopogo.
You're getting... What did I do wrong? I'm going to go with sci-fi. I'm going to give it a
1.
I'll give it a 2.
Okay, all right, that's respectable. Bobby, you're next down the line.
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna give this.
Circle back to Bobby. Want to think about it?
No, hold on. No.
Red pill.
No, I'm gonna go just shy of a middle bitch. I'm gonna go like a 3-5. I'd like to leave the openness of possibility. I am not. I'll put this on the record. I am not a big researcher or scientist of water cryptids because I think that they're just like it's just such a
it's fish.
It's just teeming with misidentification possibilities. However,
for sure,
because the water is so mysterious. And in this particular case, the
lures you to
sightings are pretty consistent and regular. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll give it a 4.
Sounds like you're middle bitching
I don't.
bit.
If I had to say right now, if I believe it's real, if someone was like, well, "I'm gonna shoot you in the head," if you need to decide, and if you're wrong, you're gonna get shot in the head. I'm gonna say, no, it's
not
fake
real
as fuck. But I'll give it a 4.
You give it all right.
Oh, first was 3.5. Now it's a 4. Okay. Creeping up.
All right,
I'm gonna have to say that I think this is total made up bullshit. Like, for one, there's no way it can swim with the humps sticking out of the water.
Yeah, that was a great. I was Aquaman.
Yeah, it's Aquaman running around in British Columbia.
Sorry, Philip. I can only think of Johnny Depp now making fun of Amber Heard wearing his wig going Aquaman. Whenever I see Aquaman now.
And then like we have the sturgeon, the white sturgeon that are huge, that are like within the size range of this creature. And then if you look at a lot of the people who seem to see this thing are like outsiders, or like people from the city who are vacationing, who don't normally see an 18-foot long fish or even a 12-foot long fish. And if they're in the water or whatever, and they see something like that,
freak out.
Yeah, it's immediately, oh my God. Like if you take people from the city and take them out into the ocean and there's sharks and you show them like a 12-foot bull shark, they're going to be like, it was like huge, man. It was like 15 feet. And it immediately turns into something it isn't.
Exactly. All right.
Can I just write off that real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Jamie, I just want to point out the ocean and the water, not the water, I guess the water in general is a place of misidentification. We will probably do mermaids at some point on this show. But the dominant theory behind mermaids is like sex and sleep deprived sailors saw like manatees and dolphins and were like,
and just assumed they were women.
Dolphin.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck that. Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
mermaids
I guess what I'm trying to say
story.
is that the tourists to the Lake Ogopogo are really horny tourists that want to. Never mind. I had so much wine. I'm so sorry.
They're really horny for long phallus-shaped lizards.
I love Ogopogo caviar. That's lit. That's hilarious.
A piece of that
and
Ogopogo.
with big ass eggs.
Okay, so I'm gonna give mine. I agree with Bobby when he's talking about misidentification when it comes to any type of like water monsters. I always go back to that saying, I don't know who the fuck said it, but it's like you can't take a cup of water out of the ocean and be like, oh, there's no whales in here, because that's how much of the ocean that we've actually investigated. We cannot go down far enough because we literally don't have the technology to withstand the pressure to go down there and to look at all of these things. So I do want to say
big titty
that,
mermaids are a possibility.
Quite honestly, I hope that they are, because I'd love for them to be a part of my dreams. So
all boobs matter.
All boobs matter. It's big, small, flat, lumpy, don't care. Exactly. So am also going to give it a sci-fi because I think that this is probably some sort of misidentification. But I'm going to give it a 2.5 because I don't think that all monsters of the water are bullshit. There's some that I full-heartedly believe in, but I do also lead to the side of what Bobby's talking about, that it's just misidentification. This is a part of our world that we have literally a 10% grasp on, and we know nothing else inside of that area. So like we don't know what it could be. It might just be like a really big fish that we just don't know about yet or something like that.
Can I just say that
we should try to interview James Cameron and just ask him questions about mermaids.
You should.
You said monsters of the water like we say ladies of the night?
Yes. Yes, exactly. Monsters of the water. Well, I was also just trying to avoid saying the word lake. Yes, we might as well drink it.
Ladies of the night.
All right, guys. You guys got any final thoughts or anything on Ogopogo, the lake monster? Go ahead and drink one more time for good luck.
I really do want to. I've Tahoe Tessie, but like, it might just be
the exact same thing we did here. Just with different videos and pictures.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it for your birthday. All right, guys.
Cool.
Good talk. Love you all so much. I was like, Bobby, you got anything else to say?
I'd like to recommend the movie. The movie Deep Rising.
Ooh.
The movie Deep Rising from 1998. It's it's a bit of a forgotten one, but people that have seen it know what I'm talking about. It's a sea monster movie starring Treat Williams, and it's so much fun. Go watch Deep Rising. That's Bobby's movie recommendation for this episode.
I love that. Tony, thank you for hanging out with us. We love you. Do you have anything really soon this week that you want to tell the people about?
Do I have anything going on this week?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, beautiful. Well, if you wanna hang out on Friday the 13th, you can hang out with us. We are doing Friday the 13th. We are doing Friday the 13th, the stream. Everyone go check that out. We are gonna have a fun time.
What's that gonna be on? Is it on the Jason?
No,
it's just everything Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it's just everything Friday because it's Friday the 13th. So we're just do a Friday the 13th stream.
Can you send me the link?
100%, absolutely. Yeah. You 100% could come. You should look at the thumbnail. You would die.
There's
it's so funny. It's like the lake. Yeah. There's like a lake in the background. And it's all of us with the masks on and the machetes. It's great.
Yes.
Machetes.
Exactly. All right, guys, we got to get out of here. We love you guys all so much. We will see you guys on Friday, maybe before. Maybe we'll do a surprise stream. I don't know. We love you guys all. Goodbye. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye. Let me find the video.
Bye. Later. I love you on that.